Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and today we're going to make a snowman out of a couple of old signs that I had. So I had this sign that I got at Hobby Lobby on clearance for like $1. This other little sign that I got at Dollar Tree. Some of the buttons and the carrot nose that I just ordered from Amazon. A piece of fabric of your choice. I'm going to use the ticking stripe. A snowflake. A stamp that says "Let It Snow," and some ink, but you can pick whatever stamp you have on hand, or you don't even have to do that part. Some white and black chalk paint. So the first thing I'm going to do is paint the inside of both signs with the white chalk paint. And this took a couple of coats, so I just painted both of them with a few coats only on the insides. And as you can see, I'm not doing the edges. As you can see, I also got some white paint on the edge, but that's okay because we're going to paint that black. So once those were all painted white and dry, I did just the edges and the inside trim with the black chalk paint. And this is a little tedious because you don't want to get it on the white, but it's okay if you happen to. You can just touch it up with your white or your black paint depending on which color you got on which. So I just very carefully went to the very edge of it and just added my black chalk paint. If you get a little bit on, wait for it to dry, and then take a little white chalk paint and go over the black, and it should cover it really easily. So once I had them both painted, I'm going to take the smaller frame and I'm going to hot glue it to the top of the larger frame. So I flipped the frame of the larger one onto its side, and then I glued the smaller one on top of that. And this is going to build our snowman. And how cute already. He's a square snowman, so he's a little bit different. Now I'm going to start adding the details. So I'm going to use 2 buttons for his eyes. I used 5 smaller buttons for his mouth, the carrots that I got on Amazon, and then 3 bigger buttons for his tummy buttons. And how super cute is that already? And super easy. Next, I'm going to take my Let It Snow stamp, and I'm going to drop it a few times, and then I'm going to stamp it onto the left-hand side of the snowman. And like I said, you can use whatever stamp you have on hand. I was going to use a snowflake, but decided to use the Let It Snow. I always find my stamps at thrift stores. I never ever have bought a brand new stamp. And now I'm going to take my fabric and tie it in a little knot on the corner over here. And then I'll just trim up the fabric to the right size so it's not hanging down below the sign. Then I'm going to hot glue my little snowflake onto the knot that I just made on my scarf. So at the first, I was just going to leave this just as it was, but I thought he needed something else, so I decided that he needed some earmuffs. So I grabbed 2 white pom-poms and some wire. I twisted the wire around a pencil. I'm going to hot glue it on each side of his head, and then I'm going to hot glue the pom-poms right on top of that. And I thought that just added the final touch that he needed. He just seemed a little plain. You could also pull like some fabric over his head and make like a little pom-pom hat. That would be cute too. But I hadn't made a snowman with earmuffs in a long time, so I definitely wanted to try that, and I thought this was a good project to do that with. And I think it turned out awesome. And look how cute his little earmuffs are. I think that just really finished him off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this inspires you to make one. I hope you become creative with it and make it your own. And please, as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.